You know, I was just talking to some of the guys about that golf tournament yesterday that they had. Reminded me of the three guys that were out playing. Two guys right in front of them. They were trying to get through and get back to the office. They'd all sneaked off from work. And the two guys in front of them wouldn't get out of the way, wouldn't let them pass through. They kept signaling to them. The two guys just paid no attention to them whatsoever, just went right on about their business. Finally, they got up to the 18th hole, and these three guys threw their clubs in the golf cart there, jumped on the cart, went sailing around these two guys right into the pro shop there, and went in, told the pro, said, something's got to be done about this. I'm telling you, I'm sick and tired of coming out here and taking 10 hours to play 18 holes of golf. So them two guys out there didn't pay no more attention to us, wouldn't let us pass through, nothing. Pro looked out the window, and he said, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let y'all play behind them. Said, those two guys are blind. One of the fellers said, oh, gee whiz. He said, I feel terrible about that. He said, here. He said, I'm gonna pay their green fees. So he paid the green. Other fellow spoke up. He said, I'll pay for their golf cart too. He said, I feel terrible about saying bad things about them. I didn't realize they were blind. Third guy stood there for a minute. He said, why didn't they come out here and play last night? We're going to do a couple of songs here. We recorded back in the late 40s, and one was on one side of the record, one was on...
I just decided they run out of talent, and here we are.
That's right. Well, you keep waiting long enough.
Did they tell them we were the Sunshine Boys?
That's what they said.
Okay, thank you.
You know, we just was talking about some songs back there that we hadn't sung in a long, long time. And there's a couple we put on one record, one on each side, back on a big record with a little hole. You know, later they made little records with big holes. But this was the big record with the little hole. It went zoom, 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 like that. And David Reese was talking about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know. But anyway, see if you remember any of these songs here. Here's one. Fred, you started off. Why don't you haul off and love me one more time?
No. Wrong song.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Why don't you lead me to that rock that's higher than I? Oh, lead me to that rock. Yes, Lord, lead me to that rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? For thou hast been a shelter for me.
Why don't you lead me to the rock that's higher?
Lead me to the rock that's 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 higher than I. Thou hast been a shelter for me. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher? Lead me to that rock. Oh, lead me to that rock. Yes, Lord, lead me to that rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? Thou hast been a shelter for me. If you go down to yonder fold looking for the sheep,
My brother,
thou hast been a shelter for me. You'll find them there, so I am told, the ones he loves to keep.
my brother,
Thou hast been a shelter for me. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than the rock? Oh, lead me to that rock. Yes, Lord, lead me to that rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? Thou hast been a shelter for me.
one more.
Lead me to the rock that's
higher
lead me to the rock that's 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 higher than I. Thou hast been a shelter for me. Lead me to that rock, oh, lead me to that rock, oh, lead me to that rock. Yes, Lord, lead me to the rock. Why don't you lead me to that rock that is higher than I? Thou hast been a shelter for me.
bless you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of this recording, I want to do another old timer. See if you remember it, see if you like it. It's a beautiful hymn, one of my favorites.
He'll understand and say, well done. If when you give the best of your service, telling the world that the Savior is come, be not dismayed when men don't believe you. He'll understand and say, well done. Misunderstood, the Savior of all sinners died on the cross. He was God's only Son. Oh, hear him calling his Father up in heaven. Not my will, Lord, but thine be done. And it's all when I come to the end of my journey, weary of life, and the battle is won. Carrying the staff and the cross of redemption, he'll understand and say, well done.
Brother Fred.